how does this little extra delay sort of hit things? What's the feeling in the team? They'll be on edge, I'd imagine, ready to go.
Yeah, look, certainly everybody here is absolutely ready to go. I think speaking from the sort of the sailing team side of things, we're absolutely, have been ready to go for quite a while, I guess, and have been focusing on that sort of first day of racing, which was supposed to be on March the 6th. It's almost, it's almost okay that you've got an extra couple of days. If it was brought forward, you'd be in a bit of a flap, but probably what it has done is just, giving yourself a little bit of a breather just to go through and sort of double check and triple check some things. But at the end of the day, we're just ready to go racing and can't wait to get out there on the water.
Measurement on Monday evening, the boat's locked and loaded pretty much now. Obviously you can fine-tune a wee things, particularly with your crew work, but you're pretty happy with your package, Glenn. You've had 3 years to develop this whole concept. It sounds like things are going pretty well. What are your thoughts on what you've got under your feet?
Yeah, look, I think with the weather conditions that we're sort of likely to be expecting over the next sort of 2 to 3 weeks, both teams, both Luna Rossa and ourselves, I think of the configuration that both teams would have finally chosen, I think would have been discussed over quite a long period of time. So I don't think there'd be sort of too many surprises of what both teams really ultimately had to declare. That being said, it's up to us as a sailing team now to really go out there and actually get those, get the boats around the track as quickly and as efficiently as you possibly can. And every time we go out on the water, we're learning new techniques and new things that you can and can't do with the boats. They're big boats, they're very powerful, but we are, flicking them around pretty aggressively, particularly in the pre-starts now. So I think what we will see is some really interesting pre-starts, and the boats will be, pushed very, very hard, and finding out where the edge is often difficult. But both teams have certainly been pushing really, really hard the last week or two.
Yeah, obviously a fair bit going on with the sales in the last few weeks. You guys have unveiled a few new goodies. I mean, we've had the bat wing, looked like you had a pretty small jib out yesterday, and of course the big sort of Code Zero that you've developed. I mean, this is your area, Glenn. You're pretty happy with some of these innovations?
Yeah, look, it's extremely exciting, as I guess part of the aero team with Emirates Team New Zealand, and sort of my background as a sailmaker. It's an extremely exciting period of the campaign to, put your race fruit on just before you go out for the ultimate test. And when you do put your final sails on that you've been developing over 3.5 year period, it really is quite exciting, and it's nice to be able to sheet those on and get them set up and sign them off really before a big event, because really that's as much as what the grinders sort of put in, they're called the engine room, the sails are really the engine on the boat itself. And to see that huge amount of work culminated in the final product, when you get to look up and see how it's operating throughout a range of conditions, is really exciting. So that's something you sort of live for, I guess, as in my role as a trimmer.
Yeah, the foil's obviously a key area too, Glenn, separating the two boats, and probably got quite different packages there. Just give us a little feel for what you've gone for there in layman's terms.
Yeah, look, we've been obviously developing our foils as long as the other guys have. We've pretty much gone for what we call a sort of an all-purpose setup, and I think Luna Rossa would be in exactly the same position as us. They've got quite different looking foils compared to us, but they both do the same sort of job, and the numbers on both the foils are very, very similar. You can achieve physics can be achieved in different ways, and I think what we've gone for is a slightly smaller area than what they have, but their foils have different advantages in certain conditions, and I think ours probably do. So, but it's not just the foils, it's really the global package and how the boat is actually set up that you can make use of that different foil design, if you like. So the ultimate package is what it makes the difference in the end, and you've got to have more pieces of the puzzle correct than your opponents to give yourself a chance of success.